What's up, guys? I just got done watching a YouTube channel called Rain Phase. Pretty good stuff. Go check them out. Those are some of my favorite channels lately. Just people, you watch the channels and you'll see what I mean. But there's a lot of talk lately, guys. Sometimes on this channel as well, lately about how society is collapsing. And I made a post about, I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something about like traditions. And traditions are, guys, I'm just gonna keep it real. A lot of the traditions that we've seen in the last 20 years are going to go extinct soon. A lot of these things that we've been accustomed to are going to go away. And there are a certain group of people I'll compare this to. They're called traditional conservatives. What is a traditional conservative? I wouldn't necessarily, guys, consider a Republican or traditional conservatives. It's more of like an archetype type of someone who essentially wants to go back to the 1950s of living. And since the 1950s, I'm just throwing a number out, but I think you get the point. They want to go back to Mad Men. Anyway, my point being is that ever since that era of time, slowly these things have been degrading. And I think since, I don't know, 20th century, I guess, these things have fully been degrading. And this is a true red pill in a way that people need to accept, myself included. There's still a very small percent of me, guys, that is TradCon. I'm not gonna lie, very small though. It's been diminishing every year. I was raised to be a TradCon. A lot of my family I would consider TradCon. But for me, it's probably less than 1% at this point. And I've come to the realization that a lot of these things, guys, that we have traditions for are just going to not exist anymore. And I think instead of, this is a very hard pill to swallow, and people are not going to like what I'm about to say, but some people will agree. We're going to have to accept this reality and move on. So let me give you some examples. And honestly, when you go into more depth on these things, you kind of think, do we even need these anymore? The first thing that pops up in my mind is marriage. Obviously, a lot of people are not getting married anymore, and a lot of the marriage rates are failing. Their divorce rates are up. But kind of think about it, guys, on the flip side. You know, with the economy doing so bad, why would you spend all of this money? Now, I know there's going to be, what about this? What about that? I know, I'm just talking about the standard thing, guys. Oh, you can get married at the tax office. Okay, whatever, dude. Most people today are spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on a wedding. Most people today, guys, are going into debt to get a wedding ring, dude. Is this something we should be continuing? Probably not. Not to mention, the courts are stacked against, this channel's like 99% men. The courts are stacked against us, boys. You would be an idiot to be married today. I'm just going to keep it real. Another thing is having children. Guys, if you want to have children, that's fine. But I don't think it's a wise idea to have children in your 20s, especially in these times right now. If you want to have children, I think in your early 30s as a man, I think, or your 30s in general, I think that makes a lot more sense when you fleshed out your life. You know, having children at this young age, and these people saying, oh, have as many kids as you want, is not realistic in today's world. Another thing, college. College boomed, I think, after the year 2000, but we've come full circle here, guys, and we've seen, I think, for the most part, people understand that college, unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, or you have a very serious career path, is a stupid idea. You might, if anything, go to community college first for 2 years, but even then, even state colleges, guys, it's racking up in money, and the job market and everything and how the world's going, college is probably that's an L at this point. Cars, vehicles, you know, people would always get a nice car. Nowadays, these cars are going up to $50,000 to up to $100,000. People are realizing, guys, and I think the used car market will be skyrocketing if it isn't already. People are realizing that going into debt and all of this to get these nice cars that depreciate in value is a stupid idea, and that also is probably going to be a thing of the past, or at least I hope so, because it's becoming more stupid. Working for the man. You know, have you guys noticed that more and more people are working on their own? They're not working for the man anymore. These jobs, guys, and I've said this, in real life, instead of YouTube, people laugh at what I say, but some people agree with me. Guys, the lifestyle of working for a business is, I don't think that's going to exist in the future. And I mean business, I mean like a large business and you're just going into the office and you're just working for the man. I think we're headed for like a revolution or something, boys. I really do. Alex, you're fucking crazy. I really don't think so. You're seeing more and more people doing the work from home thing. You're seeing more and more people quit their jobs and live at home with mom. You're seeing more and more people go to work and doing quiet quitting. If you don't know what that is, Google it, but it's basically going to work and doing nothing. You know, you're seeing more and more people understanding that it is kind of a mentality of, oh, you're going to work and, you know, the older generations are making more money than you, and yes, they're in higher positions, but they don't know anything about technology, and people are, you know, really questioning that now. There's just a lot of, you guys, these are just examples. You could probably list like 100 of these things. Oh, dating also. People, and this is, people are really not going to like this one. But the sad truth, guys, is people, and this one hurts for me because this is where the TradCon comes in. I still, at the end of the day, for me, have that fantasy, stupid fantasy of meeting a girl, you know, and getting a house together and, you know, one day, you know, maybe having kids. The reality is, guys, if you're looking for that, most women today get repulsed by that. Maybe eventually, if they find the right person, it will be fine. But guys, when it comes to the reality of the situation is, it isn't the 1950s and the 1960s anymore. You're seeing people date without intent of purpose. They're just dating to, you know, go to the bedroom immediately. That's a sad fact. That's the reality. And a lot of people, you know, they spend every day, you know, just thinking, oh, let's go back to the good old days. We got to go back. There is no going back, man. People need to understand that we, and myself included, that society has vastly changed and there is no going back. I think we're going to see some huge changes in the next 100, in my lifetime for sure. Our lifetimes. Most of you guys are younger my age. We're going to see monumental change in our lifetime. Yes, could it be something because of a world war? Yes, that is possible. Could it be a civil war? It could be something significant like that. Or it could be a revolution. It could be we're overdue for something like this. For a very long time, we have been overdue. Question is, what is it going to be? All of our traditions, all of these things are being phased out. I don't want to say failing. They're being phased out. These things are not going to exist soon, if not already. And it's just the reality is just that we're going to have to live with that. I mean, we're going to have to accept these things for what they are, and that's why, you know, if I can go give myself advice in my 20s, I would say don't listen to any TradCons, don't listen to any old people for advice. And when people might think immediately, they're like, oh, you're just, you know, you're being pig-headed, you're not, you know, you're being thick-headed, you know, you're not willing to listen to people. That's not what I mean. What I mean is these people don't understand the grasp of reality. They don't understand that things have changed. There are people in the 70s and 80s right now that think marriage is still going to be still popular and you should do it. And you should go into debt for a wedding ring. These are what these people think. And these are just examples. But that's why I would say don't listen to these people. And, you know, people, again, always complaining, always, you know, and, you know, I know it's easy to complain. It's fun to complain, but we're always like talking online and YouTube videos and things like that, and just talking about, you know, oh, let's go back to the good old days. Let's, you know, why is everything going like this? Why? But instead of why, you know, I never really see people like talk about like how we're gonna react to it, because that conversation needs to be had, guys. You know, it's just constant, just like wonder and why. But we need to hit the acceptance phase, and I don't think we're there yet. But I think I am personally. That's another reason why I think I'm making this video, is because I think I've hit that phase, because I've just accepted the reality that, hey, I think I will eventually, but most people will not own a home. Most people ain't getting married. Most of us, you know, we're probably good. You know, it's just a sad fact. And it's not like a doomer. It's more of like, it's actually more of a bloomer idea, because you're actually accepting the reality for what it is. Anyway, these are just some thoughts I had on this Saturday. It's Saturday night now. But let me know down below what you guys think. Would like to make more videos like this, so subscribe and stay tuned. Peace.